5 is really stretching that timeline. We had such a good evening with friends, but I had to get back to you to talk about what's standing between you and your goals, especially for people who have experienced illness or trauma, like with me with Bell's palsy. I really had to hack my goals. And so the first thing I wanted to unpack with you was focus and the power of focus. And it's not just that you need to focus more, right? That's not very helpful information. I'm going to help unveil a lot of the ways that focus can challenge us and give you good suggestions for how to take control of that. Because while it is a buzzword, some things are buzzwords for a reason. And focus, in fact, can be what's really undermining your ability to succeed and live the life that you want to live. While you're working on a specific task, um, focus might seem easy, but when you're thinking about the overall approach in your business, you might find yourself challenged. So, first of all, focus can cause procrastination. If you're lacking focus, if you're thinking, I'm not really sure what to do next, I'm not sure what the daily activities of my business should be or my volunteer work should be, you might be putting it off thinking, I don't really know what to do. And so procrastination feels easier. So, specifically identifying a schedule and saying, I have to figure it out by this time will help you overcome that focus weakness potentially. Second is a lack of direction. It's really hard to focus on what you're supposed to be doing if you're not exactly sure what you're supposed to be doing. Without a clear focus of goals, maybe something that would truly inspire you on the other side of those goals might really help. I call this the carrot versus the stick. So if you're lacking any sort of motivation or direction, I think without clarity of where we're going and without a reason to do it, it's very difficult to buckle down and focus. A lot of us lack urgency in our businesses. And I think adding that urgency, even if it's of your own accord, can be really powerful. So that was actually, I blended two. The next one was lack of motivation. This is really common. The fourth one is overwhelm. Haven't you felt overwhelmed in the last few years? And when we're overwhelmed with too many things that we need to focus on, it's almost impossible to choose one and focus on it. I've actually shared often that that's what I use my Valor oil for. For me, Valor is that unicorn oil, and it comes in our starter kit. So if you've got a starter kit, you've got it. That does help me focus on one thing at a time. So if you feel overwhelmed, I want you to honor that. Okay. I don't want you to think, well, I shouldn't be overwhelmed. Everybody gets overwhelmed sometimes. So I think it's important and powerful to say, yes, I'm really overwhelmed right now. Let me use some techniques like my Valor, like a breathing technique, like not watching TV, right? Like staying in the moment and trying to get yourself really dialed up so that you can do the work that you need to do. Because when we're overwhelmed, a lot of the times we can shut down or do busy work. That was one of my things is I'm not really sure what to do. And sometimes I feel a little overwhelmed. So I'm going to do all this busy work that's not really the work that's going to move my goals or my business forward. Once I cracked that code is when we were able to reach six figures. So it's really powerful. These things seem like soft skills, but in fact, they do translate when implemented properly to actual money in the bank, which is what we're in business looking for, or more powerful friendships, or a healthier family and a healthier home, right? There's a lot of goals we might have. It might not just be money based. The fifth thing is distractions. If you are trying to work on this thing and you don't have notifications turned off, boom, beam. Oh, there's an email. Let me just look at it really quick. Then you get to the emails and there you're in your folder looking for something. Distractions are everywhere today. And so I'm actually linking on a wonderful device that you can use. It's a timer. There are two on Amazon. They're less than $7. And why wouldn't we use this as our timer? Because this is the distraction. You might even be working on this. You might be working on your computer, but our phone is full of distractions and opportunities to pull us away from what we know we need to focus on. And so what I do is when I have a task that I need to do, it's almost like a game. How fast can I do it efficiently and well? And maybe I'll set the timer for 15 minutes. You can get a whole world of work done in 15 minutes. So you set that timer, and for those 15 minutes, you just focus on that one goal. It's life-changing. Now, it's also really important to kind of make sure that you have buy-in from the people that you live with that are around you, right? And just say, look, I'm going to take 15 minutes right now and drill down and really focus. I need peace and quiet. I need to be in my office by myself. I need to be in the bathroom, wherever it is that you get your privacy, right? But eliminate all distractions when you know exactly what you need to get done, and you'll be stunned by how efficient you can be. This may take practice. A lot of us are not used to working on one thing at a time. We're used to having the TV in the background, the kids over here, a text conversation going on, a computer here, maybe a video game over there. That's normal life sometimes these days. It's really critical that you minimize distractions if you're finding it difficult to convert to your goals, right? If you're thinking, I keep doing all this work, but my goals aren't really falling like dominoes for me. I just do work and work and work and nothing really happens. This is going to change that for you. You're going to be able to say, I need to write 5 social media posts for the week, 15 minutes, let's go. It's huge. It can be really transformative. And last but not least is inefficiency. When we're not effective and efficient in our work or our tasks, we're really never going to reach our goals in the way that we could. Because what's happening now is you are moving through this experience. And once you reach that goal, you're going to be a new, different type of person. And what you're going to need to go to the next goal is going to challenge you even more. So by creating these foundational practices, by eliminating distractions, by focusing on what's going on, by limiting our overwhelm, by specifically identifying our goals, by not allowing ourselves to procrastinate, that is also preparing you for the next level. These habits that you're going to form will really help you, not just in business, but in any aspect of your life. How many of us have procrastinated figuring out what's for dinner? And so then we're just not sure exactly what to do. We're not, how many people are coming? Are we supposed to be cooking at home? Then we feel overwhelmed. Maybe we don't have an ingredient or we've run out of time. You see how these all work together. And by taking one at a time and identifying, this is what I'm feeling and I know how to handle that, is going to be huge for you. So I can't wait to hear how this works. We're going to be exploring the rest of the week, the other reasons about why we are struggling as a people in general to achieve our goals, and some tools and techniques just like tonight to unpack each of the reasons and give us opportunities to succeed on the other side. I hope you have an amazing night. We sure did, out with our friends Maria and Warren. It was good to see you. And I'll see you back here tomorrow live about